Good afternoon, chickadoes and chickadees. Today is Tuesday, December 8th, and this is a reminder, focus, review of what a rhetorical analysis essay is. So, that is what we focused on the first cycle when we took a look at other people's writing and we took a look at what they were trying to argue, the point they were trying to make. And the entire essay was focusing on what rhetorical strategies, what rhetorical choices were made to convey that idea. If they're trying to convince us, looking at those TED Talks about altruism, the we looked at the Dwayne Johnson acceptance speech. We looked at the Patrick Henry pieces to look at what they were trying to convey and talk about, are they using personal anecdotes? Are they providing facts, figures, statistics, data, research? Are they utilizing other people's ideas, quotes, anecdotes, their personal experiences? Like, what is this writer doing in order to get that done? And that's when we looked at the T structure. We looked at topic, evidence, analysis. So when you write your rhetorical analysis essay next week, you're going to get the passage, you're going to be able to annotate it or read through it, and you're going to focus on what is the writer's central argument. What are they trying to convince the reader to do? Not you, the reader, but to whom they are trying to address it to. What is their main argument? And that is what we put in our thesis statement. So when we talk about introduction, remember, it's those couple of sentences that you preview, discuss, introduce that topic, whether it's about family, responsibility, maturity, equality. You tell us what that means in your own words, 2 or 3 sentences. And then that last sentence is the writer's name, their credentials, telling me that what their text is, and that what they're trying to argue. This is where we establish the précis. We look back to that 4-sentence summary that y'all had to fill out for those articles and those TED Talks. That first sentence is your thesis statement. When you come to the body paragraph, that is where sentence 2 really comes into play, where you had to list 3 or more choices or strategies that the writer used, that they use their own personal examples, that they reference this particular study done in 2010. They use the findings of this particular doctor or this researcher. That the ideas that you presented in sentence 2 of the précis are your topic sentence for their body paragraphs. Then, of course, the evidence. You need that transition, evidence, and citation. So you can say in the text it says, in the article it says, in the letter, in the essay it says, give the quote, and in the citation, in the parentheses, just put the writer's last name. Then the analysis, that is where you get to shine. That is where you get to explain like why the writer would reference their own personal experiences. Why would the writer want to bring in this data, this study that was done last year? Why are they referencing this particular person's quote or idea or saying in their text in order to achieve the purpose? That is where the majority of the rhetorical analysis essay happens, is in that analysis. You got to build up to there. So we're looking at least 2 to 3 body paragraphs when you do that. And of course, the conclusion, if you need a starter, go ahead and use sentence 3, where you re-identify what the purpose is in order to, like, why would they even want to? Like, once they achieve their purpose, what's going to be the aftermath, the cause and effect of it? You can use sentence 3 as your opener, as your first sentence for the conclusion. And then go off and talk about that Jerry Springer moment, about why this matters. Why does this topic matter to us now, us the reader? Why does it matter? This is where you get to preach to us, to philosophize, to discuss the connection to us, to appeal to the audience. All right, so when you focus on a rhetorical analysis essay, it's an intro, body, conclusion essay in which you're focusing on someone else's writing. You are discussing what their point, what their argument is in the text, and you're focusing on explaining what their strategies were, their tactics, their cards that they dealt in that game. What were the specific tactics, strategies that they utilized using the T structure, topics, evidence, analysis. So definitely go back to cycle 1, take a look at our rhetorical analysis assignments. You can take a look at your Patrick Henry essay. For those of you who did it, that was our last rhetorical analysis essay that we did, moving into cycle 2 when we started shifting our focus to argumentation. Okay, so If you need to look at videos, if you want to do some research on your own on how to do a rhetorical analysis essay or search rhetorical analysis essays and read what's out there, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay, but one of your essay for the semester exam will be a rhetorical analysis essay, intro, body, conclusion, and knowing how to do the précis will definitely help you construct that essay. If you have any questions, jump on the Zoom call, or I'm on tonight for tutoring if you want to talk about it a little bit more. I love y'all. Have a good day and make good choices. Bye, guys.